Good morning, welcome back to the vlog. I think today we are going to make some big decisions, some big changes. We have a regionals coming up in 2 weeks. We have 2 more locals before said regionals. I want to make some big edits to our Blue Eyes list. That way we brick a little bit less. And it's also worth noting that we might not even play Blue Eyes at the regionals. We might play pure Mitsurugi. I ordered the post-Allen support, and we also have a package here which might have some extra Mitsurugi-esque cards in it. I ordered stuff for a lot of different variants, and I think we'll probably start with pure, but I wanted the options. So we are going to rip into this. We're going to edit the deck. We're going to locals. It's a big one. And again, let's start by just having some fun. I ordered quite a few cards, not totally sure what's inside, but that was a bit of a close call there. Always like to make it fun. We have, oh, the Nadir package. Okay. Now, we only ordered super rare servants because I don't think I'm going to play this package. Maximus is kind of good for other decks as well. We have alien support for the alien version, and Omega. We do have a second side full of cards. I know a little bit of it is more of the Nadir package, but there's also definitely other engines in here somewhere. Now, first, we actually have an end board piece. Potentially, it might just be better to end on Mitsurugi cards over this, but I wanted the option. Snake Rain because reptiles. We have Ogdodix, another variant of the deck I do want to try. And more Nadir, more aliens, and more Ogdodix. I just feel like this would be a really fun deck to explore over the next couple of months. Okay, so we do have quite a few new fun cards to play with. I do think the Nadir version here will be a little bit better than the Ogdodic, though admittedly I could be wrong. This is all based off just watching replays and whatnot online. I also feel like the pure version will probably be the best of the 3, with Ryzeal likely being maybe like a little bit better. It's Ryzeal, it's to be expected. But I do think if we play this deck at the regionals, I will likely be playing pure or the Nadir. We'll see in the coming weeks, but I also would like to edit the Blue Eyes deck because I do think we can make this definitively better for the Allen format. I really want to swap out one hand trap in particular, so let's go to the trunk and grab that. Now, as a whole, I do want to make the deck smaller for better consistency, but I do want to add 3 of these into the deck. I think it'll be a lot better next format. With that, I did also just get a notification on my phone. We have another package downstairs with potentially more Mitsurugi cards, so let's go grab that and see what we get. Then back to the deck edit. Actually, before we go, Dorian did ask me to pull out a couple of cards for him. I think he needed the Drill Beam and a Tyrant, which means I think he's going to give Blue Eyes a try. I'm pretty excited for him. It is a good deck. It's a fun deck. Attacking with that 3k vanilla, very little feels better. Okay, so admittedly we got a little sidetracked, but we did get the mail, which means we're doing another little card opening at the gym. You guys seemed to like that last time, and to be honest, kind of fun segment, so I think we'll keep at it. Today's a chest day, and I think it'll be a lot of fun. So, we'll see you where it's a little more dry. Okay, so we are going to open some cards, but I'm also going to reattempt getting back into benching here today. I haven't really done it in about 4 months consistently. My wrist really started to hurt and I felt like I needed to take a break. But getting back into this, I'm starting incredibly light. I'm not going for any real reps. I'm just trying to get some blood in the muscle, make sure that the joints are feeling okay, and then I'm slowly building plate by plate until today I want to get to 225. I want to get some good reps in there. Again, we're not going too heavy. We're not going for a 1 rep max. We are just making sure that we are still comfy under that bar, and this will still be great for building some muscle. I think this for now is a great entry point. I'm really just trying to stay healthy through this regional run. I think that's something that
Admittedly, I neglected last regionals. I wasn't going to the gym as much. I wasn't eating as healthy as I could have been. And this time around, I want to make sure that there's more of a balance in life. And this is us really making that effort.
Okay, so we're back with our gym opening. We have one package. We have potentially, probably, Mitsurugi cards. Shout out to 401 Games. That's where I order most of my cards. We have Earth Golem, adding Ister. Maximus, again, probably not going to play that engine, but happy to have it. Serpent, probably playing that. Mud Dragon, Super Poly. Turns out I didn't have Solemn Strikes, so we picked those up just in case we need them for the side. A shinier copy of Omega, shinier copy of Dugaris. Steven Trifanowski, buddy, I miss you. We got to hang out soon. Actually, apparently decent at stealing games with Mitsurugi, so we'll give it a try. I don't know. We got a lot going on. Okay, so workout's done. We are currently endeavoring through a very sketchy alleyway, but you know, we're exploring. It's fun. And tomorrow is locals, so we're gonna wake up, we're gonna add the deck, and we're gonna have some fun.
Welcome back to the vlog. Today we are going to take our Blue Eyes list and we are going to try to make this as competitive as we can for post Allen. Now we're starting very simply by taking out Effect Veiler, and I still have 2 in the deck, but I do want to try maybe going down to 1. The idea here is that hand traps need to be more impactful in this upcoming format. Similarly, I feel like Dominus Purge falls into that same trap. I also really want to take this list and bring it down to 40-41. We tried 44 in the last locals, and admittedly, I think we just weren't playing enough starters. We saw a lot of really awkward hands. So we're going to try to thin it down. In the process, we are dropping Talents. It's a great card, but I think we just need less cards. Additionally, we have Called By here, another incredible card, another card we are dropping because we just want to see engine, we want to see those high impact hand traps. And speaking of high impact hand traps, I am going to play the 3 nibs in the list this week. This is something that I think when paired with another hand trap is going to be really strong. I'm going to lay this all out so you can see exactly what we're working with, but it is going to be our post Allen list, and if there's one thing that we don't have for it, it's just the Synchro. You summon off this, it can attack in defense mode. It's a card I don't have yet. It's a card I will play when I get it, but we're not going to play it this week. I'm not sure if this week is pre or post Allen, but regardless, we are building the deck for that. So it'll be good information regardless. And with that, let's dive into the deck, see what we're playing. Okay, so here we have our 39 card list, and we do need one more card. Realistically, I think we're playing 2. That is a second Effect Veiler and a Singular Purge. I like that only because we can reset it off the Tyrant, get some bonus value. The other Veiler, I don't know if it'll come up. I think we'll test it this week with this 41 card list, but as you can see, we do have more high impact hand traps. It is a tighter list already, and I do think there's a world where we cut both the Veiler and the Purge next week for a bonus drill beam, and we keep it at 40. Those are kind of my thoughts with the main deck. We do still need to talk about the side. I do want to cut these right before the regionals. I feel like Mulch Armies are probably the correct call. However, I don't own those, so they might just be Chaos Hunters. For now, this is what we're playing this week. Much more confident with the main deck than I am the side, but we will see how this evolves. And with that, it's just about time to head to locals. So let's have some fun, let's play some games, and let's get ready for this regionals.
Taking the subway to locals for the first time. Should be fun. So far so good. Now we just need to figure out how to get out. How confident are you this is the way?
1,000%. I've never been more confident in my entire life. Either this way or this way.
Which way?
That was right.
Cannon! Whoa!
so you play a lot of Vicious Shields, so you can get your rank 6s pretty easily.
Do you play Mally?
Mally's a brick. My deck building philosophy is no bricks. Like, that's why I can't play Blue Eyes anymore. There's 5 bricks.
You're always opening a 4-card hand,
Yep.
and it is what it is.
Exactly.
But it's a pretty 4-card hand. Okay, so we got to our second last locals before regionals. A lot of our friends are here. It's warm. It feels like summer. We're having a great time. And for round 1, I'm up against someone who I have never beat. Somebody who I know his technical play is a lot better than mine. It is Tristan, whom, as you know, I love. And we are still going to give this our best, but game 1 started off kind of funny. I began with a single opener with the wishes. He drolls me. I droll him on the following turn. I try to kill. He nibs me. And we find ourselves in this game state where all I have left is a lordly load. He has an Agunde, which is swinging in. Then he's equipping. He's fusing. He's swinging with the Desiree. And he's leaving me with 1,400 life points. Now, we have a load. We are drawing into Purge. And we are on the edge. I head back the Ether Barrel in standby phase, then proceed to normal summon it in the main. From here, Tristan uses Desiree to negate not just the barrel, but also my 2 other face-up cards, which is kinda crazy. So we opt to make Barrel into the Link 1, and we tribute it to special back the Blue Eyes White Dragon, along with the Maiden. Next, we use the 2 to synchro into the Spirit, which does tag out into the Moonrise, and that does spin back the Desiree. From here, there's not much we can do, so we are setting the Purge. Moonlit is destroyed in the end phase, and we pass it back. Tristan draws dead, passes back. I draw dead, but Barrel does return in the standby, and we yet again normal the boy. He lets us set a load from deck, which we are activating, searching a drill beam to our hand. Our wishes is now live with a good target, so we fire that off, discarding the resettable drill beam to add both the Sage and the Roar from deck to hand. Now at this point we are snowballing, drill beam is reset, Roar specials Blue Eyes, and yet again the Maiden returns to field with it. Said Maiden is then tributed to activate True Light from grave, and we use the Mausoleum's second summon to bring out the Sage from our hand. Sage adds a Veiler just in case all else fails, and we synchro both the Blue Eyes and Sage into yet another Spirit Dragon. Now we enter the battle, and Barrel swings in with a nice boost from Lordly Load, Spirit swings in, and we also use True Light to special back the Blue Eyes, which is swinging in with the bonus, and we are taking game number 1. So, can't believe we won that, but we are moving to game 2, where I do draw a Veiler as non-engine. He begins by specialing out a Kashtira Unicorn, then normal summons an Ash Blossom. I get Baron de Fleur flashbacks, he links into the moon, and then Requiem does tribute itself to summon a Lacrima. Now, his hand seems quite bad, and I don't want to deal with an Engraver, so I actually opt to Veiler here. Next, the Requiem is equipped, and the 2 make the fusion, which isn't a big deal. Now, Tristan activates the Hard Drawn Birth, specials back the Unicorn, and actually passes back. I draw into Maiden and see an easy out here, so we activate the Lordly Load, which searches us the Drill Beam. Drill Beam is then activated, reveals Ether Barrel, we banish the Unicorn, and we could go for the big OTK here, but I do want to respect Nib, so we just make a Spirit as our 4th summon. We generate a lot of advantage, do some damage by swinging in with the Spirit and the Barrel. In the end phase, he attempts to use Lacrima, we negate with the Spirit, and he draws. I then activate True Light in the draw to special back both the Blue Eyes and the Maiden, just so our Drill Beam is live yet again, and it's a good thing we did because he activates a Metal Tronus. We negate it with said Drill Beam, and he concedes, showing me the final card in his hand. It was a Nib. We were rewarded for playing around it last turn. That said, super fun match. Tristan has always been one of those guys who's just offered me endless information throughout getting back into the game, and most of all, just a great guy to chat with about the real life things. Tristan, if you're watching, you are a standout member of this community. I have no doubt that you cook me in the next one. Okay, so we actually got really lucky. Round 1, I've never beat him before, but you know what? It's a good sign coming up to regionals, and I'm getting really excited. You were a Subterra player?
When I first started playing Yu-Gi-Oh, I played Subterra.
Yeah?
Amazing experience.
No.
Oh no, I couldn't afford Dragoon.
Okay.
I was still in high school. Neos. Rainbow Neos.
You're an official hero player? Okay, you know what? Redeemed. Yeah. Now, our next match was against Ali, also a great dude who's wholesome to the point where I would say he inspires me to be a better person every time we hang out. So, love him. That said, he does win the dice roll and begins by sending Engraver, Tract is added, activated, and the Fiendsmith combo ensues until the point where a Requiem tributes. I activate the Ash, which I held for it, and
it puts in work. Engraver is then specialed back to the board. Now a Mathmech is summoned, he links into SP, and we hit him with the rock, so while on the next turn I do get trolled, I was able to set up enough advantage to take that very first game. Now we're jumping into game 2, he sends Eclipse Twins to summon an extra Ryzeal, and I let him add the sword so I can activate Droll on Rez. Now he could make a detonator, but opts to save the sword so he has follow up on the next turn, he sets a card, and it's back to me. I miraculously draw into my first piece of engine and normal summon the Sage, its effect goes off, we get to play a real game, we go back and forth through hand traps for a couple of turns, it was a grindy one, but we found ourselves in this game state where he was at 800 life. My True Light was banished, so Maiden doesn't have much to do, and I link her into the Link 1 so we can get a second Blue Eyes on board to win. However, Valor does come down, so I can't push the remaining 500 until I realize Psycho Reader is looking kinda nice, kinda big, so we normal summon the boy, we swing into the face down with Blue Eyes, and Psycho Reader, it's attacking for game and match. Super fun match with Ellie. Again, love him. I do think he bricked pretty bad there, but we're doing well, and we are one match win away from going undefeated for the first time ever at 401.
Okay, the Blue Jays jacket. Did we lose a bet? The final week?
How's it going?
It's good. It's good. It's also sad. We miss you. But we're very, very happy to have you. Welcome aboard. I'm sorry that you have to deal with me now.
Now, unfortunately, it's actually Jem's last week here. He's been here since essentially I started. He helped us get set up with the room each week. He was a friendly, warm face every time we come in, and I feel like we've had so many just really great interactions in between the matches that he became a real friend and somebody who I did look forward to seeing every week. Jem, big thank you for being who you are and for making Locals feel just as good as it has. You're the best, and I owe you a lot of smiles because that's what you've given us. Thank you.
Okay, so yet again we got pretty lucky, and I was a player who I never imagined beating because in the past he was one of Gabe's friends. He was always one of the really, really good guys, and we're just, I don't know what's happening, but it's great. Griffin?
How's it going?
Oh man.
Our third and final match was against Griffin, who I'm sure you recognize and love at this point. This is our shot at finally going undefeated at Locals, and we luckily do win the dice roll. Now, I open a fantastic hand and start by normal summoning Barrel, which gets us into the load, and our load is activated, getting us the Drill Beam, which is a perfect discard for the Wishes, which we are of course activating. Wishes adds a Sage and a Majesty, then we use the Drill Beam effect engraved to reset itself. Now, typically going first, I don't risk playing into Nib, however, this hand is good to the point where even if we do play greedy and we do get Nib, we can still have a Droll, Valor, double Majesty pop, so at this point, I'm just going all in. I combo, set up the double Spirit Dragon and big follow-up. That said, we are rewarded as he doesn't have Nib and he's drawn for a turn. I try to tag the Spirit and he chains a Called By from hand. Now, I don't want my second Spirit to be negated as well, so I, as Chain Link 3, use the other Spirit, turn that into an ultimate. Now we make the Drill Beam live before main by using a True Light, 2 special back of Blue Eyes, and a Maiden from Grave. Next, Griffin activates the Hollowed Azamina. I make use of the ultimate to negate it, then he follows it up with the activation of an Inception, then he uses it to send a card from hand, and at this point we do activate the Drill Beam to banish the card. This results in him packing up game 1 and showing me a very questionable hand. I'm so sorry, Griffin. We are heading into game 2. That one was not your fault. Now, we're going to game 2, and if we win this, we will accomplish our very first undefeated week at 401. Now, we are going second, but we do open a strong hand, and I fire off the Fua in draw. However, he does have the answer in Ash, which actually gives my Droll some value. That said, he uses Inception, grabs Hollowed, and that's our chance to drop the Droll from hand. He still uses the Hollowed and summons the Omni Negate Fusion. Hollowed is then added back, a card is set in the back row, then in the end phase, the spell is also reset. Now it's off to us, and we do draw the incredibly timed Ultimate Slayer. Said Ultimate Slayer, it comes down. down, it sends the Tyrant from the extra, clears the Omni. Now we are normal summoning the Barrel, it resolves, reset the load from deck, and he responds with the Black Goat Laughs, so I can't activate Drill Beam yet. The Spirit Link is then declared, and I do search the Drill Beam, then the classic activation of the Wishes comes down, we discard the resettable Drill Beam and achieve too much advantage. So we do it, we end up taking the match, we do not drop a game, all locals, and we are for the very first time at 401 undefeated.
That's good. Pretty cool. We did it for Gem. 3-0. Yeah. Thank you.
I can't believe you beat Griffin. That's crazy. I told him to go in there and smoke you.
Whoa!
I mean, listen, he came from table 1 to you. That's a feat.
Sorry?
Gem, we have news.
Undefeated.
For your final week, we had to do it for you.
What your fellow tuber said to me.
What was that?
He hit me with the, well, sadly Ryan's playing as Whitewoods, and he doesn't know what the hell that deck does.
I don't.
You know what I said to him? That you'll muscle through.
Oh, man. I'm glad those were the final words. In the end, you believed in me.
Alrighty, here are your 8 packs.
Thank you.
They will be great.
You're triple layered for the Yu-Gi-Oh, eh?
I really am.
Yeah.
I have the,
Jim, get over here. You gotta open one of these.
Damn.
The last time
Memento.
was bad.
Memento, yeah.
Okay, the last time you did this,
Not gonna tube
you
it.
pulled me the 2.
I told you.
You're gonna do better than the 2.
Low bar.
That's what I'm saying.
In the back or the front now?
It's in both. Oh, the resort?
Fire Wizard, why?
Bro wants to combo.
See, Goatee, favorite fish deck.
Fish.
And
Oh, you're good.
this is the 25th century, right?
Yeah.
This is Giga. Holy shit, this is really good.
No, that's actually money. Oh. Thank you, Jim. We got the alt art pot of express. Okay, Nibiru.
Oh God, one more?
Yeah. We go again after that. Oh, Dark Magician.
oh, Arcana.
Old art DM.
Platinum.
Last time you pulled me the judge.
Yeah.
This time the QCR hero.
Oh my goodness. All right, let's see what we got.
Delinquent Duo. Okay, we've got some goat
Got
decks.
Delinquent Duo. We got Black Metal Dragon. Transaction Rollback.
Good card. Oh, are we a Labyrinth player?
2.
Daniel, would you do me the honor of opening this Yu-Gi-Oh pack? Let's interject some of that Toronto Maple Leafs luck.
Oh, hopefully.
Okay, another goat card. And the playset of Daruma. Okay.
Wanna open on my list?
Oh, I get to open your pack instead? Okay. No, I like that.
I will say, I got a QCR. It's hard to top a fire formation.
I mean, I've got some nice hands. We have a lucky day. We have Agent, Metaltronus, good card. Would pull the Hero Lives, and another QCR. Look at that, you got 2 today. You can combo. Orion, my guy. Cowboy. Steven, my boy.
Goat Ogre.
I'll always take a hand trap.
Magician.
Would you like to try again?
No. Sure. How many packs you got?
I got 2 left.
Okay, sure. The Dark Magicians.
That actually looks really nice though.
I like the way it looks.
Crystron player. Oh, that's my playset. Thank you.
Really?
Why do you need Chamber Dragon?
It's a new Dragon Ruler deck. It has a Dragon Maid version. It's kind of fun.
That's cute.
It is. It is cute. Okay, you got it. Girlfriend luck. We have a Blue Eyes. Okay. Good card. Okay. Also a good card. Another hand trap. Well done. Little round of applause for Athena.
I just trade for that secret for Azura. That's beautiful.
It's actually really nice.
I want you to open it for me.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's bring that camera over here.
What are you trying to get right now?
QCR Heroes. That's pretty cool. Dusted Gold, Cross Crusader. Oh, that's kind of cool.
Hey, you know what's
Snack.
fitting about
Oh.
I can have a UTC tattoo.
Wait, what? Meant to be.
So my best friend who passed away, I played Yu-Gi-Oh with him.
Yeah.
He was a big snowboarder, so he was a Dino deck player. So when he passed away, I kind of had I wanted to do something for him over my heart. So there's a photo of him snowboarding, and I made it like UTC snowboarding
Snowboarding.
in the same pose. And so UTC has like a special place in my heart. Maybe I'll play someday again, but this card, man, is a good card. It's a great card. UTC. Good luck on the rest. Nothing crazy in that pack.
I feel like you were meant to have this one.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, dude, appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
That's really sweet of you.
So, admittedly, I went back and forth on including that quite a few times, but at the end of the day, I think it was a really beautiful story, a wonderful sentiment, and one of those things where earlier in the episode we were getting excited because for the first time we did go undefeated, but I don't think that's what these videos is really about. I feel like if you really watch these videos, what you notice, what you take away, what you feel is the people smiling, the friendships, the interactions, and I think at the end of the day, that's really the magic that Yugioh has, and I think that that story, that gesture, everything he did for his friend was just a really beautiful example of what this game can create, and that is connections that mean the world to us. And I'm just really grateful for all of the friends that we do have, for all the little memories that we make each and every day. Gem is, again, no longer going to be organizing our tournaments, and I have so many great little memories with Gem, and I just feel like we all do with our friends playing this game. So don't take people for granted, don't take moments or just the time we spend playing this card game together for granted. Love each other, respect each other, be there for each other, and again, thank you for watching, thank you for being here. We will be back next week with the big regional video, which I'm really excited about, and not just because of the cards, but because we do get to see our friends, and that's really the most beautiful, important part. Peace and love.